You want your dissertation committee to work well for you, and you don't want to put people on it who are going to impede your progress. Who should you avoid? You're going to find out right now. Hi, everybody. I'm Leigh from teachingacademia.com, and I'm all about giving you the tools you need to navigate academia and make your best impact. Today, we're going to be talking about the 5 kinds of people you do not want to put on your dissertation committee. But stay tuned all the way to the end because I've got some bonus tips from people on Twitter who provided some additional thoughts on other kinds of people that you don't want to put on your dissertation committee. So let's get into this. Who are the 5 types of people that I think you should avoid at all costs? Here we go. Number 1, the person who thinks their work should always be cited. Now, this person is going to come to your proposal defense, and if you haven't cited this person's work, they're going to be upset with you, and they're going to insist that you cite their work even if it's not relevant, okay? So you might have this person on your committee because they bring really good methodological expertise. They may not be a really, strong match in terms of content. Doesn't matter. They may be asking you to cite something that has nothing to do with your work. It's all about them. It's all about ego. You don't want them there. Now, person number 2. Person number 2 is a person who does not respond to emails in a timely manner, okay? This person might be really smart. They might be really nice. They might give outstanding feedback. And if that's the case, you're going to have to think really long and hard about if you want to put up with person number two's nonsense about not replying to your emails. Now, I've seen this happen where, doctoral students have been really insistent that they want a particular person on their committee. And I know that person has a really, really horrible time responding to emails in a timely manner, which means that person will not be responding to emails in a timely manner about doing dissertation defenses, proposal defenses, if there's any sort of follow-up with feedback or help that is needed. I know that person's not going to get to it in a reasonable time frame. However, if this person is outstanding in every other regard, as a student, you may need to decide, are you willing to put up with this nonsense? You may not have a choice. If you do, I recommend you don't. But if they're good in every other regard, then that's something you'll have to think about if you want to put up with it. All right. All right. Now, person number 3 is going to be the person who is going to do anything they can to drive home their point. Okay. They've got a bone to pick. They don't like something about your proposal. They don't like something about the final product. And they want to make their point. They have to be right, even if their point is not relevant or it's outdated, okay? And I'm seeing this happen. And this person could even go so far as to follow up by sending you a 20, 30-year-old plus article, right? Because they can't let go. They have to make their point and they have to be right, even when they are not, okay? So that's a person you definitely do not need on your committee. All right, person number 4, this is the person who wants everything to be their way and only their way. And I had somebody like this on my committee when I was a doctoral student, and we took him off the committee, okay? This is somebody who, it's not that they don't have good ideas, it's just that they think that their ideas are the only ideas, okay? And if they don't like what somebody else has to say, it could be you as a student, it could be a suggestion that another faculty member gave. If they don't like something, if they want it changed, their way or the highway, and they're not going to budge. And that's not somebody that you want on your committee. You want somebody that's going to bring good ideas, be open to discussion, but also know that they're not always going to get their vision implemented. All right, and this brings us to person number 5. And person number 5 is the person who's just not that invested in you, okay? This is sort of a yes person, right? Like, yep, it looks good, it looks fine, great. If everybody else likes it, I like it. If your chair likes it, I like it. They're probably not going to be giving you a lot of feedback. They're probably not really even going to read your work very closely. They're just kind of on the committee, taking up space. And while that seems nice on the surface, right? Because I can understand from a student perspective that it's like, hey, one less person to deal with, right? This person's just going to agree and they're going to be easy. I get that. It's not going to serve you well in the end because it's going to rob you of that feedback that can really make your work better. All right, so let's get into some bonus tips here about other kinds of people that you do not want on your dissertation committee. I asked people on Twitter, who should we avoid putting on your dissertation committee? And we're going to take a look at some tweets and see what they had to say. All right, so who do you not want on your committee? People that are too busy to meet or read anything you send them. Hard to tell though at times. Absolutely, right? You want people that can find time to meet with you, that will be able to read what you send them. And it can be hard to tell at times, but other doctoral students have been through this. They're going to have some ideas. Your advisor is going to have some ideas. So if you don't know, ask around. All right, here's another great tip. Any faculty member with the reputation for hazing, holding the belief that doc students must suffer for suffering's sake. You might be wondering, are there people that think that way? Yes, there are people that think that you need it, they need to be hard just for the sake of being hard on you. Somebody was hard on them, somebody hazed them, and they're hazing other people, okay? So you definitely want to avoid having this person on your committee because they're going to be difficult for the sake of being difficult, and that is not what we're going for here. So this one made me laugh, but it's true. The contrarian, that is too contrarian, right? You want somebody that's going to be critical, but appropriately critical, and will rein it in, right? You don't want somebody that's going to nitpick, criticize, constantly pull apart every little thing, and ultimately be more critical than helpful, all right? So you definitely want to avoid the contrarian that is too contrarian. And finally, this last piece of advice here, avoid choosing faculty who dislike each other on a personal level, because while it is incredibly unprofessional, it can affect the process, and it did affect the process for this person. So yeah, your advisor should definitely know that. Your advisor should know, right, like what's a good mix personality-wise. We should know if people don't get along, and if they have a history of not being able to get along on a committee. It's ridiculous, okay? It's not something that as a student you should have to worry about, but you do unfortunately have to worry about it. It's absolutely something that you want to be mindful of. Your advisor and other doctoral students can help you think this through as well. All right, so if you like that video, want more tips, follow me on over. Let's go to the next one.